Hey guys. Hey guys. So, frog in my throat apparently. Curious Bear here tonight. I've got a cute little corduroy bear with me. I'll show you in a minute. And we're going to go ahead and play around at the Catholic Cemetery here in Roseburg. We're going to go check out the graves. Got the Necrophonic app tonight. We're going to try to freak each other out a little bit, and hopefully you'll come with us for the entire thing. Weird stuff is going on with you guys. Some of you are only watching like 7 minutes into the video. I'm guessing that's just when you give up on anything cool happening. The trick is, you're not really going to see a lot, but you're going to hear a lot. That's why we have the headphones that you're going to put in. That's why I have the Necrophonic app with, you know, the Bluetooth setup. I want you guys to hear those things and catch those things. And then help me find when you do actually see cool stuff. Because I never get to see the cool stuff. My daughter pointed it out on one of our videos. And it looked like 2 people were standing behind me. It was like the way that the lights were set up behind me with the rain and the glistening and the dew on the leaves and stuff. And I couldn't tell if it actually was like an apparition standing behind me. It looked like 2 people to my right, to my left. So we're gonna, I didn't know whether it was or not. I looked at it a couple times. That's the first cemetery video I did all by myself at night. So again, comment and mark it as a timestamp for me. I'd really, really appreciate it. Okay, so here's Corduroy. Oh, isn't he neat? So we're going to do that and go for it. Just press start. There we go. All right, so if you can keep the phone on you. If you shut the screen off, though, it stops the Necrophonic. Okay. All right, so Catholic Cemetery. We're going to be listening for voices. God is here. That's sweet. Thank you. Okay. So we are coming with a lot of voices right out the gate as usual. Again, as usual, I'm going to try to pick out things that I hear. Sometimes I'll hear something, but then my brain has to still comprehend what I heard. So it'll be a little bit of a delay on some of it. These beautiful cemeteries. This is like one of my favorite cemeteries. It's not quite as old as some of the ones around, but it is just as beautiful. And this one's neat. I gotta show this one. So if anybody out there wants to buy me, there's a edge right there. If anybody out there wants to buy me a really cool flashlight to use on these trips, I would really appreciate it. I'm going to try to walk really carefully, guys, because there's just a little bit of a separation between some of the family areas. There was a man? What was his name? You're not going to tell me? You're just going to say leave? This is just a really neat one. Did you catch that? I heard, but I didn't catch it. A cool old gate. Let's see what the year is. These are usually the... Yep, 1878 year of birth. That explains the shape. Really? Alright. Okay. I don't want to step on anything important. There's a little bit of a walkway through the middle here that I'm going to use. I don't actually want to harm anybody or offend anyone out here. It wasn't moving? It wasn't moving, huh? You said it twice. You must have meant it. Where? A lot about something about creation. It's made in creation. It was something in creation. You love God. That was said really, really creepy. I know. Oh, these are neat. The cremated ones, those are beautiful. Not as cold as it has been lately. Still got my gloves on like a good girl though. I know you just said he's the devil. I heard it. It was very cute. Be careful now. So devil sometimes is literal and sometimes figurative. Like the guy was a jackass. He was a devil of a man. Sorting it out is something you sort out later after you've watched the video and come up with a cool storyline. Just looking at these oak trees. They're all set up with the moss hanging. That's kind of cool. I wish you guys could see better. Again, somebody wants to get me a cool flashlight. I'll be your best friend. I want one of those cool headlight ones.
Yeah, I had one in my car.
Oh, it's alright. It's the next thing on the list. I'll get it for it. This is cool up here. I just love that when you love someone enough, you know, this is what you do for them. It's honoring them and loving them. Having a place to come see them and mourn for them and wish things for them. I'm just looking at the dates. Huh. I was trying to find out the... I didn't want to step on anything, obviously. I wanted to see the year of...
1990?
Oh, 1990 is the year out. It just looked very small. I mean... It's smaller than corduroy hair. So it was either a very little woman or a cremation. Yeah. Okay, you're going to have to repeat that one. Or you guys listen back and tell me what you just heard. Now I'm overwhelmed and forgotten what they said. I heard I miss you was the last thing that I just heard now. You're back? You're what? See how small those are? Just like a very little tiny grave. These are just so neat. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Down? Well, it's either that way or this way. This way? Okay. Am I still going down? No? You want me right here? Well, who am I looking for? Did you come to see here? Yeah, I heard the yeah. Who did you come to visit here? Stephen? Yeah. That was... Okay, well, thank you for showing me. I'm going to keep looking, okay? Could you what? Could you get the light torch? That was an unusual. Yeah. Holding pieces. Oh, we gotta go that way a little bit. I want to stick. I can barely see you guys. I'm so sorry. I would never ever want to disrespect anyone's sight, and you guys know that, so you know that I'm being very careful coming out of there. graves are so clustered together. They're just practically on top of each other.
One day everything in the past.
Right.
It's too much for a grave.
It does, well, most everybody gets cremated nowadays.
I want to.
Yeah. Here, will you hold the phone just for a minute? Wherever you want to point it. I gotta put my other glove on. It's weird. I keep thinking I'm hearing, you know, I'm like listening and I think I'm actually catching something and then it keeps going and I've forgotten what it's already said. This looks like a good spot to wait for a minute. This is beautiful through here. Yeah. What a beautiful thing to do. Did you come to visit here too? Mom? Whoops. Sorry guys, I almost dropped my phone. And you got a weird vision of my chin just now. We got a Dottie. Did you come to visit Dottie? Is that what you said?
Dorothy.
That's her nickname, is Dottie. Did you say you want me to come find you? Did you play here when you come visit? Play? It's a beautiful place to play. Who's this? Is this Mary? He rose out of heaven? Is that what you said? I've watched these in the past where they're doing, you're listening and trying to catch what you know, see what you hear, and then the person will be on a completely different path than in their questions and just be completely off the mark and not even know because they can't hear any responses until later. Kind of messes with you. Trying to find a place to hang out. Move back down to the memorial part. Take the long way around. We're about halfway into the video-ish, depending on if I want to go a half an hour or the way I've been cheating lately. There was a man, you think? Is that what you said? No? Was I off? What did you really say? Be careful you don't slip. I am not wearing... Okay, you guys, I'm wearing tennis shoes. You can chastise me, please. Usually I'm in my boots that I will not slip in. Oh, this little... It's so little. Look how little that is. It's beautiful. Who is it? I heard Tommy. Where's Tommy buried at? Down? We might pick up something. I want to get a line of ideas or something pieced together.
It's like above ground.
Yeah. Yeah. So the older ones, like from the late 1800s, they did this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was because they came from other places where you had to. Because after that, after graves were put in like in the late 1800s, then they switched them out. Like 20 years later, like by 1908, they're all flat and in the ground, but before that, they're up. The ones in the other cemetery we went to for the Joseph Lane, his is pretty neat like that too. It's more like that other one we were looking at. They didn't know how the soil worked yet, so.
In Hawaii, they have above ground burials, just piles of rocks.
Yeah, Louisiana, same thing. Because the bodies come out if you don't do it. That's got to be creepy and a horrible way to learn something. Go see Grandma and she's like hanging out. Zombies are real.
Coyotes chewing them out.
Right? Grandma? You have no hope, my what? Do I need to be over here? Am I missing something important? I am terribly sorry. What were you saying? It's okay, I'm listening. Go ahead. You see your friend in this? You don't have? How many of you are trying to talk to me at once right now? I know, you've said yo a few times. What's your name? Laura? That was a beautiful name. Did you hear that? That came out really clear. Laura. I do find it pretty neat with the Necrophonic app that you can pick up like ways that people talk. Like when we were at the high school, it actually sounded like teenagers coming up and saying things, and like the one said "Hello Mary" in the most clear that I've ever had before, and it all just sounded like a kid talking, like a teenager talking, just the way that they would say it. But in this one, they're taking sound bites and creating sentences out of all the sound bites. Right. So I wonder if that little girl passed away and they made the pavilion with her memory. Or if that's a recently deceased and they haven't placed her yet. Oh, it says 2000 on it. Yeah. There's coins out. You guys know why. That's cool. Hey, the metal's a little cold. What? Okay, so you have my undivided attention. Okay, I'm going to listen. Wait a minute. Wait. So, you guys are going to... what? I know, I'm sorry. So you guys are going to tell me stuff, but we're going to start, like, now, so that I can catch what you say beforehand. Listen, keep out of it. The night from something. Where's this Johnny? I'm gonna get comfortable, guys. So we got about 10 more minutes. Ooh, shaky camera, sorry guys. Yeah, we got we got about 10 more minutes of video left, and so I'm gonna try to pick up the voices, try to see what's going on. How are you guys doing? I missed you. It's been like a whole week. Definitely leave some messages and comments and let me know how you guys are doing. Stu didn't say hi to me. Joey did not say hi to me yet. Lizzie still counts because she did pop up that video like a week and a half ago. We've got interesting characters around in the neighborhood because this is a quiet neighborhood off of a main road. And I found the best thing to do is just to keep being loud and using my light and not being afraid at all. And that's more intimidating than anything else I can do. Of course, it'd be really nice if I had my guardian or my wall or my wolf to come on these videos with me. He doesn't what? You were talking too fast, baby. Say it again. You can't, said I can't stand it. Well, you can leave. Yes, I heard that. Him? Oh, you're pretty too. That was an interesting sound. So the water just happened to drip just perfect where it sounded like somebody's scuffling footprints walking up to us. Both of us turned to look and see who was standing there. That's pretty neat.
But it was the sound of a cat. There's a deer right there.
You guys can't see, but there's deer out there. Oh, look at the deer. You can kind of see. See, they're not afraid either. The sun. Don't take it now. You came here to mourn? Or did you come here to love? What if they lift me? You see something? What? Have you been able to pick up anything that you hear, Sarah? I know, it's kind of hard to get. It takes a while to get used to. If it happens? Leave me. What is always my favorite? I'll be sitting there talking and all of a sudden it goes, what? I'll go, oh. It was proven. Generally, in a Catholic cemetery, I would expect to hear more Christian comment or, Christian dialogue, like when I was at the high school or when I was at the other cemetery in Wilbur. That was, oh, sorry, cut that. You didn't hear that. When I was at the other cemetery of unknown origin and place, I got to hear a lot of that. That it was very like everyday life, but they like Christian, like in their manner, in the way that they talk. It's kind of hard to say it right, but it's like their mannerisms were like good, wholesome Christian people. At the same time, they wanted me to get the hell out of the spot that I was in. Like they were pushing and saying, leave, you need to leave now, please leave, we need you to go. And it was like the way they were saying it was like a really nice, wholesome person. Here, it's just every day. Did you say go out there, please? It was a great big what? Hey, watch your language. I know, guys. So I'm being kind of quiet because I'm trying to catch, but whenever I actually sit and pay attention to try to catch, I don't. It's like they're trying too fast and their spaces between the words are too far for me to catch it as real sentences. We've got about 5 more minutes of video. I was hoping I had a shadow figure, but I don't. I just have another person out here in the cemetery. So if I accidentally catch them on the video, I'm really, really sorry. You guys know I do my best not to edit at all or pause. We're about 3 more minutes left, and then we're going to head off. Figured we'd do a little bit more walking around, and then we'll say our goodbyes. Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so I really, really happy Thanksgiving. Be grateful. Everyone's got their own traditions. I would love a little line in the comments about what your holiday traditions are for everything. Like I used to do cutouts with leaves and let the kids rub with crayons and make like leaf patterns, and I would cut out the shapes and then I'd write their names on it and stick it up on the front windows. That was like our little Thanksgiving and October decoration that we would do. And how many people do you guys have? Like great big family dinners, little tiny family dinners? Due to my depression, I often just work through the holidays and then give out time later. I might not be there on Christmas Day, but I'll be there with you during that week, you know. So I don't know where I was going with that, but I want to hear about your guys' traditions. I think it's neat. I think that it's kind of cool that different cultures have their own idea of how they do all holidays. And people of so many different races and backgrounds might not see Thanksgiving the same. So for me, it's, you know, the pilgrims coming to America and, quote, discovering it. But when they were at the brink of death and starvation, the Native Americans stepped in and helped them. And their thank you was this great big feast. And then fast forward a few months and they gave them polio and sicknesses and viruses, and then proceeded to just destroy a country until we owned it. And so Thanksgiving is kind of a weird holiday for me. That's where I was going with all that. So I took up my time ranting about Thanksgiving, but it was a really fun place to visit. This is a really neat little cemetery. I recommend it. This is not a hours only. As you guys noticed, we had other people coming and going, and the police do not hassle anyone as long as you're being good. So definitely come up and see the Catholic cemetery. I didn't tell you guys the name on purpose, but we're going to do more. Let me know if Corduroy Bear here, you want to see more of her, because she is very cool and sweet. She's a pretty neat chick. So we're going to head off, and happy Thanksgiving, and we love you guys. I'm going to do silly goodbyes. Goodbye! Goodbye! Yeah, I got a glove off so I can say goodbye. Goodbye! I love you guys!
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving!